didn't even let me do my spiel at the beginning, so I guess I'll do it here for you. Gotta love the new layout. Gotta love everything about it, as always. But this is Fanboys Unleashed, and we are about to talk about some winning, some losing, and some other topics that might concern us Titans fans. It's been a long season, and thank God the death march is almost over. Am I right, Bradley?
The death march has been confirmed. Well, it's been dead for a while, but
yes,
it's time for the off season.
Yeah. Also, just a reminder here that we have a Facebook page, and we would very much like to put this show on the Facebook page. So we would appreciate being followed and whatnot. I think I can share the link in the chat. Nope. I can share how to invite people to StreamYard, but maybe I can do that for you here in just a second. Anyway, Titans go down to Jacksonville, a rainy, nasty game in Jacksonville, and they topped them. It was an ugly game on both sides, but the Jags just had whatever. They had that wide receiver, Junior, Byron Jones Jr. I can't remember his name. Brian Johnson Jr. I don't remember. He's a Jags player. He'll be forgotten. So anyway, when they don't pay him and he runs away. So here they are, and we lose to him. And I really don't want to spend a lot of time on this game, but we'll get through it. Bradley, your thoughts on this very messy, rainy game last Sunday?
Well, I made it through 3 quarters. I had to go bowling, so I missed the 4th quarter, but they showed.
You didn't miss anything.
I know. Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, typical Titans. Mason Rudolph was decent, sacked 3 times. Tajay Spears had a good game before another injury, concussion. Guardian Cap still didn't do anything for him. Ridley didn't have too bad of a game. NWI, Chig, It's just, Brian Thomas Jr. took over, and somehow we always make, that's one of the best Titans. It's just like, oh, we got Johnny Manziel this week. Yeah, we'll make him look like John Elway.
Of course.
Oh, man, because Mac
Jones is 3-0 against the Titans. Mac Jones is 3-0 against the Titans. He is officially a Titans killer. Ba, ba, ba.
I know. I saw like the Jags swept the Titans. Yeah, so did the Colts. So, I mean,
yeah, everybody won. So what's the big deal? Like, come on.
It's not like we're not the only time.
No, it's not. No, it's not. All right, let's just break this down. I made these, so I feel like I have to use them for whatever. Your defense in the crucial moments of the game. Once again, you had them 3rd and 23, they converted. You had them 3rd and 20, that you let them convert. 3rd and 18. These 3rd and long things are annoying. This should be done. They should be done. I don't know why we keep having to do this over and over. I know part of it is like, you got to be honest here. You're on your 6th and 7th linebacker. You're on your 4th and 5th safety. It's messy, and it's a rainy game, and it was nasty, and you're not that good of a football team or whatnot. But come on, those down and distances, just not acceptable to me. Can't handle it. Nope. And NWI, where'd you go, bud? What happened? Did you disappear? Did you drop passes again? You did. You did drop passes again. Oh, Lord. Someday he'll be gone, Bradley, and I don't have to put up with people chanting NWI anymore, and I'll be perfectly happy. So you go ahead and roast me, haters in the chat. I'm ready for you. I don't care. You should have drafted somebody better by now. I'll say it a million times over. But, yeah, defense was bad. Offense was worse. Just catch the ball, guys. Just catch the ball. Rudolph overthrew some guys. I get that. Plenty of balls that could have been caught there. Just didn't do it. So that is the end of this has been my TED Talk. Thank you for watching.
TED Talk.
Your negatives, sir. Please add your bowling score to one of the negatives, please.
I'm just going to have to say just the Titans this whole season, everything in general.
Just getting swept by the Jags. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just my negative is just the Titans. I mean, I've been through this. it's not the first rodeo. It ain't gonna. I mean, hopefully it'll be the last one of these days. It's gonna be a very intriguing offseason. What's gonna happen?
You have to be better next year.
Yeah. So we're gonna get into the draft debate, which I'm excited for. But my negatives is just Titans in general. Everybody. I did see a post from Titans Wire say, "Hey, would you trade Harold Landry and Jeffrey Simmons?" I said yes. I would not be inclined to say no. And Titans fans, before you jump off the boat and say why, I'm like, well, one, Harold Landry's on his way out in any way. He's not producing as he needs to.
He never recovered from that ACL.
Jeffrey Simmons, I love Big Jeff, but all honesty, like he has that C on his chest, and I'm not saying he doesn't deserve to wear it, but when he lets his emotions get the better of him, always lets him get better of him, never controls it. We got Sweat, who I think is, well, they're both beasts together, but yeah, I mean, I'm not picking on just Jeffrey Simmons here. I mean, like I said, linebackers injured, Diggs injured, Snead injured. I mean, it's just that ship that we're still on, and it's the curse of John Robinson still dooming over us.
You're still paying for it. You're still paying to this day.
And we're paying him still.
Last season, the last season. The last season for him and Vrabel. Speaking of that, though, hold on a second. Hold on. Raise your hand if you're only positive it's Tajay Spears. Okay, cool. Yeah. That's the end of the positive. That's all I got for it. But like I said, speaking of Vrabel, you're welcome. I was going to throw that at you, not tell you. But yeah, thank you. Anyway, here, look, I even got a ticker. Now we're big timing. Look at it. We're making it. Anyway, that's fine. I'm going to do that again. Oh, it's just yeah. Good evening. Good news. Breaking news in the elevator shaft. Good news for egg lovers.
Mike Vrabel, that guy.
He completed his interview with the Jets. So I guess I'll go through here.
Oh man!
If I'm the Jets, you have to have Mike Vrabel. Like let's face it, he would be so honest. He would be good for that team. As somebody that's going to give them a swift kick in the butt and get their head out of their butts to make them see straight and fundamentally sound coach, and that is what he is.
Yeah.
But I think if you hire him, Aaron Rodgers is definitely gone. I don't see Aaron
Rodgers being nowhere near Mike Vrabel and Todd Downing anyway. I think I went out.
Hey, coach,
and John Robinson.
Yeah. He's going to want to know who his GM is. He wants more power and everything like that. And he's going to get it with the Jets, I think.
Yeah.
The Jets. But if I am the Chicago Bears, I do everything in my power to get Mike Vrabel. Everything in my power. Because the Jets are bad and the Bears are also bad, but they're leaderless. They are rudderless. And you just drafted a young QB. You need somebody there to help him out. You need a Mike Vrabel, a hard-nosed guy who knows football. And he can make that Bears defense, which is stout, very deadly. So
way better than Jets.
Who do you think where he will end up? Will he end up on the sideline with the Bears with a Ditka mustache, or will he end up with the Jets and say, "Shut up, Woody Johnson, I'm busy"?
Well, before I give an answer, I thought he was going to go back to Ohio State before Ohio State's 2 playoff game wins, because I thought he lost to Michigan. I'm like, there's no way Ryan Day's.
I don't think he's a college guy, though. He just doesn't look like a
college guy. I mean, but then Ohio State beat – who are they beating round one? I can't remember. And then they destroyed my Ducks. That was just typical Oregon playoff.
They beat me too, bud.
Yeah. Choke artist. Oh yeah, Tennessee. That's right. So
I gotta send you the Homer Simpson like patting the couch. Yeah,
So I got I mean Jets, Bears, and I'll put the Jaguars in there too. I'll put the Jags in there. He might go back there. back to the AFC South.
I
think the
see
Bears. I think the Bears would be a more intriguing one. Dude, a lot of people hate on Caleb Williams, saying, "Oh, he's not good." I'm like, yeah, you realize his offensive line is literally the worst offensive line in football. It's even worse than the Titans.
Well, I think they're his body language is terrible. Like it's awful.
He's kind of like. Well, he's like. I'm not saying he's like. So when I say he's like Joe Burrow, it's not like he's got the skill set. He's not used to losing. So he's like, this is it's just getting old for him. He's not used to losing. But welcome to the NFL, kid. Fly pretty fast. So,
but laying down on the ground like that after getting sacked is just baby. Grow up. Gee whiz. Keep your mouth shut, grow up, get to work. Like that's
we lost that team.
I
like the Bears team. They got good skill set. They just better coach them.
Do you realize that if Will Levis had made the mistakes that he had, that we would be at 7 wins right now? Isn't that crazy? That's nuts. And
he's starting Sunday, which I'm like.
Look, they need to lose. But we're gonna get to that. Hello, Carlos, our Texans correspondent. Carlos, he's a good guy. He just got married, got back from Cancun from the honeymoon and whatnot. And yeah, he's making it. He's making it work. So let's. I'm trying not to click on the Vrabel watch again. It was so funny to me.
That was funny. I like that.
I was so happy to make that thing.
All I hear off season is Tannehill and Vrabel, and still hearing it to this day gets on my nerves.
Yeah, totally. By the way, our Facebook page. This is I don't know how. Yeah, I don't know how this is supposed to work. I guess I could put it in chat if I wanted to, right? So. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll put it in chat. Facebook
followers on the Facebook page, guys. We need 100
we can stream it here. So cheers to you too, Carlos.
One
more game of this death march we can end. And Carlos, we are doing everything in our power to make sure we lose that game. I can't click on the link. You have to copy and paste it, Carlos. Golly. Gee whiz. He knows. He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing.
He knows.
He totally knows. He knows. Anyway,
I got my favorite going to the. If it is the Jets, Todd Downing. I don't know if he's gonna keep Todd Downing as offensive coordinator, but it'd be funny if he does. But I think the Bears would be a way better fit for him than. Because the Jets, he won't have a quarterback. Because Aaron Rodgers is probably going to leave. He gave
wherever he goes, he wants control. Wherever he goes, he wants control. And if you want control, you have to go to a really bad team that has just been down their luck. And nobody has been down their luck more than the Jets.
I don't think I said it last week on the show. I know I said it, but I can't remember if I said it on the show. I know when Mike Vrabel was fired from Tennessee, I strongly still think it was the right decision. But I also think, put this in your conspiracy theories, guys. I'm one too. Was it
X-Files team?
Was it Amy's scapegoat? Was she blaming Mike Vrabel? I don't know. I can't sit there and judge. I don't know what the thing was between those two, but I just say it funny when people's like, "Oh, let's compare Vrabel to Callahan." Like, well, wait, Vrabel took over a playoff team, guys. This is not a playoff team when Brian Callahan.
This is Callahan's first year. How many times do we have to? We cannot. You're being too harsh on coaches in their first year. It's not fair. He inherited a bad roster, and Rand's free agents haven't helped him at all. Barely. I think the only ones that helped him were Pollard and Awuzie.
Yeah,
like that.
When we talk draft talk, you'll see my interesting take on that. Plus, shout out to Titans Spears, had a good game, but that second concussion gotta get that.
He's been beat up all year. Poor guy. He has just been wrecked. But boy, when he gets out there, he makes it happen. And hopefully
Burks should be gone too. Burks should be gone too. I mean, that's another guy has to kick the bucket.
Please, God, please. Sam, do you want Burks gone or NWI? I would literally pause and go, I'm thinking. I don't know.
I almost lost it when I watched. It wasn't a show. It was like one of those little clip videos they show on YouTube of Buck Rising. I got a bone to pick with him. He's like, I'll take NWI over Devontae Adams. I'm like,
you're out of your mind.
Go back. You just, and he's like, over all these other guys. I'm like, no, just because he has more touchdown catches, I would never take NWI over Devontae Adams. Anybody else in the league, just because he has more touchdown catches doesn't mean he's a better wide receiver. Come on. That's outrageous to say. Devontae Adams, come on. That's the best route runner in football, along with Justin Jefferson. So, calm down, Buck. Calm down.
So, I guess we'll go ahead and get this started. Sunday, I will be driving through the freezing rain to go watch my team probably lose. But like Natalie Ambrugia, I think her name, nothing's right, I'm torn. I'm all out of faith. This is how I feel. I want to win this game.
Same.
I also want to lose this game. So,
let's see. We'll let this freezing rain.
Sam, the football logical person, sometimes, from time to time, knows that it's best for the team's future if you lose. Because I don't believe they're drafting a quarterback. I believe they're going to trade and stack picks.
They should.
So this is our topic. Losing versus winning. If you win, you will go down to the 5th or 7th draft pick. And you can still get a good pass rusher there. Because that's what probably you will end up doing if you win. Okay. Now, I know Amy is not a fan of losing to Houston. I get it. I understand. And you're in the throwback uniforms and whatnot. But I think she also has to understand that what's at stake here. And I don't think Callahan starts both quarterbacks if he doesn't feel any job security there. You have to lose here. Logically, you have to lose. But as the fan, I want to win. I want to win. So it's logic has to win out here. So are we winning or losing, Bradley? Do you want to win?
Well, I mean, I'm a competitor. When every sport I play, I want to win. But Titans are ice cold, freezing rain with Will Levis as your quarterback. That's not good combination there.
I'll be up there doing this the whole time.
Especially when Pollard's not going to play. Spears is probably not going to play either. So that's
Pollard's going to decide. Like when they say he's a game time decision, I'm like, he's going to pick if he goes out there.
I don't think he will, but that's just my opinion.
I don't think he will either.
Well, if the Titans, I'm going to say this. I want them to win, but I think they're going to lose because, come on, we just haven't done anything right in a long time.
It's the right choice to lose.
Yeah.
Like, let's be honest.
So,
I know people don't see it this way, and I know there's some people, whatever, but I think at the end of the day that this pick could change the whole franchise.
Oh, it's going to.
Right. Either one way or another, right?
This is important. This is my take on the draft picks. Because right now I've seen a lot of different takes on this, and I'm agreeing with some. Travis Hunter has me nervous because there's still no talks on what position he's going to play. If he's going to play CB, you don't take a CB number 1 overall. Wide receiver, he's bigger than Devontae Smith, which is good, but he's still not. He's quick. He's great, but he's not. I mean, one wrong angle tackle below the hip, I mean, he could be done. So, is it a risk to take? Let's say that we had the number 1 overall pick. Will it be a risk to take Hunter at number 1? No, I would definitely trade back. If we have the number 2 pick and we do draft a quarterback, depending on what Rand and Brian talk about and Brinker, whatever that little group session therapy right there they talk about.
It's got to be Sanders. It's got to be Sanders.
If they draft a quarterback, I prefer Sanders because
you and I would hold our nose and draft Sanders. That's what we would do.
I don't think. Well, So this is why I agree with this logic. If you're not good in college, Will Levis, your chance of being good in the NFL is very slim. Shedeur was good in college, but the Buffaloes were on a rebuild too, and Deion did a good job. His father played in the NFL. I don't think now. What scares me about Shedeur is his mature level. I think that's
the Instagram stuff is
that concerns me. I think he'd be a better fit with Brian Callahan and Cam Ward because Brian likes pocket quarterbacks.
Right.
He worked with Peyton Manning. Now, I'm not saying Shedeur is Peyton Manning. Calm down. I'm not saying that. I'm saying Peyton Manning's a pocket passer. Derek Carr's a pocket passer.
I'm going to clip this. I'm going to clip this right here.
Yeah, Derek Carr, he was a pocket quarterback with a little bit of improvising. Peyton Manning was 100% a pocket quarterback with very good intelligence. And then there's Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow's Joe Burrow. There's no how great Joe Burrow is. I mean, if you could ask me, Brad, if I was a quarterback, I would take NFL. I'm picking Joe Burrow 10 out of 10 times. Sorry, Pat Mahomes. Sorry, Josh Allen, but I'm taking Joe Burrow.
There is a fire in that man's eyes that are.
He's a monster.
It's what I said. If he's on, there's no stopping him. He's Joe Montana. There's no stopping him whatsoever.
And guess what? His offensive line sucks, guys. So
it's really bad.
Titans' offensive line has actually been improving as the season went on. They gotten better.
Yep.
Joe Burrow, now, yes, he has the great weapons. Also, Titans fans, I did see this, and I don't know if it's true. I have to do more research. T. Higgins said he will take a pay cut to stay in Cincinnati.
Yeah, I think he sees Joe Burrow, and he looks around all the other quarterbacks in the league, and he's like, you know what? I think I'll be okay. But
that's the scary part, like watching the playoff draft, like watching the playoffs right now. Will Howard is doing great. Now, Ohio State has Chip Kelly, and they got, I mean, you talk about receivers in the future. Smith is a monster at Ohio State. That freshman, 6'3", was he like 225? Woo! Mm-hmm. That's a receiver to watch out right there. He torched my Oregon Ducks in that first quarter, and I'm like, it was 34-0. My poor wife had to sit there and watch me say, what is this? We're number one team, undefeated, and
you have like some sad Beethoven music in the background, some Moonlight Sonata or something.
I mean, the question is, what free agent quarterback do we see that wants to come here? That's tough. Aaron Rodgers, maybe, but we don't know for sure.
Well, look, guys are going to go where they're going to get paid, right? Right. The vets are going to go where they get paid. It could be Joe Flacco for all we know. It could be
Joe Flacco.
I wouldn't hate Joe Flacco. I wouldn't hate Sam Darnold. I wouldn't hate if you took a flyer out on a Hendon Hooker or somebody on a practice squad that was ready to move up. I say
no
Hendon
Kirk
Hooker.
Cousins. That's the only one. No Kirk Cousins.
I think Kirk is done. That Achilles and I don't think it's going to work out.
And
he ain't getting paid $100 million. I'll tell you that much.
Now, the Vikings one is going to be intriguing to watch because I would take JJ McCarthy in the trade.
They have to make a decision there. Yeah.
Because I think Sam Darnold would be good in Tennessee, but he would not be any remotely this close as he is in Minnesota.
Kevin O'Connell has to be coach of the year to me. That guy is killing it.
I mean,
he just figures it out.
Titans fans have to realize, and my stuff is glitching really bad. What is going on with my stuff?
It's your interwebs. It's the interwebs. They found you. They heard you They heard you say Sanders was like Peyton Manning, and now they're shutting you down.
My stuff is glitching really bad right now. Hang on a second.
It looks like you're in a music video.
Right?
I can still hear you though. I can still hear you. Are you still there?
No. Yeah, I'm still here. Let me figure this out real quick. Sorry, guys.
It's okay. It's okay. Why? Can you still talk while you figure it out? Or what do you do?
Let me leave and come back in real quick.
Cool. I'll see you
right back.
All right. So, stick and pick. Oh, it should be Tate out. Whoops. I can go ahead and fix that while he's out of here. Thank you for watching I Can't Spell show. Where I cannot spell anything apparently. Let's see. Or trade out. There we go. Boop, boop. Anyway, stick and pick or trade out. To be or not to be, that is the question. Wow, boy, you got back quick. Look at you.
All right, here we go. That was
okay. Stick and pick or trade out. I'm trading out if I'm that second round draft pick, and this leans on the Patriots taking Travis Hunter. Okay, if they trade out, I think we're going to have to pick somebody because nobody's going to give up the farm. If Sanders is there, I think your phone will ring off the hook. That's what I think because the Browns got to have somebody. And the Jets got to have somebody. The Giants got to have somebody. There are plenty of people that would make that trade, but Sanders needs to be there. Sanders needs to be there to do that. So imagine if the Patriots won this weekend, then we have the number 1 pick. Then I don't have to worry. I just get the phone call, bro. Set this up. So I don't think the Patriots are going to win, even against the Bills' backups. And Drake May isn't even playing, which is even funnier. But I, as somebody that's a big Jacoby Brissett fan, I get it. So are you thinking, or are you trading out?
I'm going to have to trade out. Listen, I got another sports group I'm friends with, and I've been shouting all playoff long. I've been shouting at Texas, hey, put Art Manning in. I've been shouting Texas football, put Manning in. Ewers has just he looked so uneven in that game against Arizona State. It was a crazy game. Shout out to Arizona State and Texas for
why did y'all blitz
crazy
on a
game
4th and long? Why did you do that?
So I'd rather trade out, give it to the Giants. Because you can still get a good amount of draft picks, and you can still get Carter. I'm on the Duke Carter train. And then next year's draft class is not looking good either. It's the draft class where Archie Manny's going to come out. That's the guy I want.
Apparently, though, from what I was reading, is that for Mike Herndon, there's going to be a lot of good players coming out in that draft. Not just quarterbacks. A lot of this young talent that you're seeing in college football today is going to be coming out.
Now, this is what was good watching A to Z, watching Austin and Zach talk. If you want to get fans in the stands in the new stadium, you're going to have to draft Shedeur Sanders because of the name. And his dad knows how to, even his dad went to Colorado, the fame went up dramatically. And everybody's like, well, they got beat by BYU. Well, college football losses is way different, than NFL losses. Plus, like I said, I'm not, like I said, Brian Callahan is going to deserve blame. Yes, he's a rookie head coach, though, first-year play caller. He's not going to come in here right away and figure it out like Matt LaFleur or Kyle Shanahan. But he also needs the right quarterback to go with him. Is it Will Levis? That answer is obviously no. When you have live TV of him throwing a pick six and him just being a meme king for 5 straight weeks or how many months it was, and you got the head coach on camera going, "What are you doing?" We all saw it. It's not a good relationship between Will Levis and Brian Callahan. Not like they don't get along. It's just not the match you want because Will Levis is not a pocket passer. His pocket awareness is
he's supposed to be, but he's not.
Yeah. And his Josh Allen, which I've never seen, he's not a great improviser either because he's already been hurt a lot in his short stint lived. His stats are not eye-boggling, mind-popping. I think what the craziest stat is, besides having more turnovers and touchdowns this year, is that he has not thrown more than 2 touchdown passes in a game all year. That's the crazier stat line to me. That's crazy. Didn't have a touchdown pass against the Jags. The Bengals game was just – I don't know what it is, but Ryan Tannehill did the same thing against the Bengals. He just pooped the bed. And Will Levis said, hey, I could do it better, Tannehill. Just hold my beer for a second, buddy. So, if Shadeur's there, I got a feeling they're going to draft him. Because I think they're going to be like, well, we need a quarterback and we got a new stadium coming. We got to put some fans in the stands who are not the opposing team's fans that keep showing up.
Can't you draft a quarterback later too. You know, like all it matters is winning.
If we do, I would not mind taking a shot at Howard from Ohio State. He has done good in these playoffs. He's looked good. Now we need a wide receiver.
Is he coming out? Did he say yet?
Not yet. We don't know yet. But I mean, there's also Dylan Gabriel. He's got very good accuracy. He's got good pocket awareness too. Problem is he's 5'11". So
right.
He's not a bad quarterback. He's just it's his height that's causing a concern. And the one thing I would say about those two guys is, yes, this is not a good quarterback class, but guess what? Will Levis set the bar so low, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Because the way he performed this season was just catastrophic. That's why we traded D-Hop, because it was just at the point, like, we knew we were losing. We needed to get draft picks. And the Ernest Jones trade I didn't agree with, because Jerome Baker, I have not been pleased with Jerome Baker so far. But
so we're a little over 30 minutes, which is good enough for 2025 right now. And this game that I get to drive, into freezing rain to
I don't want to watch it.
I know. You don't have to. Just
I'll be watching it. I have to.
Raiders of the Lost Ark. Just keep your eyes shut.
It's gonna be like Bird Box. They're gonna be like,
yeah. You're like, I don't want to watch this, and I'm behind you, like, look.
I mean, I think the reason why this is my theory on why Brian Callahan is playing both quarterbacks. I think he wants to show Rand like one of these guys is going to be here next year. The other guy can't be here next year. So we have to get rid of somebody.
Ian Rappaport said Callahan is safe. It's the GMs that nobody is saying anything about. And if you do fire Rand, it'll be after the draft, I think, after it's done. So then,
it's just, the Titans are in the same boat. The only difference is Jaguars have Trevor Lawrence. Mm-hmm. What was it? Was that 20? What year did we make the AFC Championship run? That was
2019. 2019.
Because Jaguars did the same thing. It was 2017. They made an AFC Championship run with Blake Bortles, but they had a good defense. And then after that, they just their stocks fell. And then same thing after us. But man, that I would like to sit down with if I was a reporter and I was interviewing John Robinson, I'd be like, what made you why did you trade AJ Brown? Just why? Just
ego.
Ego. Yeah, definitely.
Especially when Amy told him to pay him. She told him to pay him. Didn't do it. You wonder why.
So crazy. Well, like I said, and I brought this up on A to Z, we need to find an identity to figure out who to pick. Because if you want to be a big, strong, physical team, then you have to draft players who are physically, not even physically strong, just mentally strong too. That's why I said last week when we drafted Des Fitzpatrick, Amon Ross St. Brown was still on.
You really got to let that go. The boy's gone, man. He's gone. He's not going to hurt you.
No, I love Amon Ross St. Brown. I think he's fourth or third in the NFL in receiving yards right now. And he wasn't even a first-round pick. That just shows you it all depends. But Jack Campbell, shout out. So, just before we close out the show real fast, for the Levis lovers out there, if you say he needs a better offensive line, but yet he goes out there and still throws interceptions.
He's not facing pressure on a lot of those interceptions. Exactly. They already broke that down. Yeah.
Exactly. Jaguars game, he faced 4 pressures. Still threw 2.
Yeah. Couldn't stop him.
Yeah, his pocket awareness is not.
It's just garbage. It's just garbage.
Even yeah, that's why I call him the white Jameis Winston. But the good news about Winston is he could throw yards and touchdowns.
He's America's sweetheart. That's what it is. Yeah.
But Levis ain't throwing touchdowns. He's throwing picks and not making up for him. I think the pressure just gets to him and he gets rattled too easily. That's my point. So that's why we need a more mental quarterback than a physical quarterback because it's not.
I agree. Well, welcome to 2025, everybody. We will be back next Friday with a whole different array of topics. And then the week after that, we get to talk drafting. And Bradley has to do all of his homework. For Sam Dean, Mr. First Down, that's me. I'm going to use the restroom after this. I have to poop so bad. And Bradley Mangold's got to walk the dogs. So we will catch y'all later in this year, 2025, for another Fanboys Unleashed Friday at 8 p.m. Central. Fanboys Unleashed. Get on our Facebook page. We'd love to have you. We'll see you soon.